Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everyone is doing all right. Man, I'm feeling great today. Today's a good day. And I wanted to share that good energy with everyone. All the beautiful souls that are watching this. Man, yesterday I had some family come over and visit. Some family that was living overseas. And it was great, being able to catch up with them, talk to them. And yeah, man, I wanted to just talk about some stuff that I learned. Just blessings in the air, man. Blessings in the air. Speaking of blessings, yesterday, not only was it a blessing to be able to see my family, but also just, you really don't know when you're gonna get blessings. For a while, I've been trying to get a DMV appointment. And every time I would look at it, it would say that there were no appointments available, right? And I was just, I kind of threw in the towel a little bit. I was like, man, you know what? Looks like I'm not gonna be able to get a DMV appointment in the state that I'm in because it's just too hard. And I said that because, I was trying for a while, and I was trying to get a state ID, right? So I could do some more stuff here. But I threw in the towel and I was like, you know what? It's over, right? It's no point. I'll have to go about it a different way, but I was being too lazy and I didn't care enough, right? But then, a blessing happened, right? My grandma, she went on it herself and she was able to get an appointment yesterday. And I was so confused because I was never looking at it. Or every time I was looking at it, I never was able to secure an appointment. And so to me, I was just like, you know what? No, there's no point in giving up. There are blessings to be made, or blessings to be received, right? You just have to be open to receiving them. And so I was very open. I went to the DMV appointment. I got my state ID. I got that taken care of, and I am blessed. I'm feeling great, right? And then, later on in that day, I was able to hang out with family. We had a good time. We played a new game. All is well, man. So I wanted to expand on that a little bit more. Do you ever take time to consider the blessings that you receive? I'm a genuine question, right? Do you take time to think about that? I used not to, right? I used to take a lot of things for granted. Used to take a lot of stuff for granted, and it was crazy to me, right? As I'm going on and on my journey, just how much, there is that can be received, right? And another part of that is you have to be willing to put yourself in that energy to receive it to begin with, right? Because if you are constantly bad things are gonna happen to me, right? That's all you're gonna see. You're never going to even consider the blessing that might come your way, right? But if you're like, you know what, good things are bound to happen, right? Good things will happen. Things will work out, right? These are things that I tell myself, right? But I'm just using that as an example, right? Because I say that, I realize more and more just all the good things that happen to me, right? And I'm eternally blessed for it, And I think it can be a little bit challenging, right? If you're anything like me, if you resonate with this energy, you might have had a long period of time where, you were just constantly in this lower energy, right? Or you might still be in that lower energy and you might feel that sometimes things just don't work out. Hey, sometimes I feel like that too, just with how extreme things are in the systems in the world that I live in anyways, right? Just how extreme things are. Sometimes it's easy to just be in a doom energy, right? But if you can snap yourself out of that, right, and tell yourself things are going to work out, then things will work out, right? It's only a matter of time, okay? I never said it was going to be easy, though, right? You have to really put in the work to, really get yourself into that receiving blessing energy, right? I know I have, right? I've received a ton of blessings since moved in here, right? And maybe you're watching this and maybe you've received blessings too. You just don't even realize it, right? Or maybe there are blessings coming your way and you don't even realize it, right? But it's a matter of being able to receive them, right? Because it's one thing for a blessing to come your way, but it's another thing to actually receive and act on it, right? Because you could easily miss opportunities. People do it all the time. People miss opportunities. People miss things that happen that are like, you know what, this is a blessing, but they don't realize it until it's too late, right? It's very easy to miss things, right? So you have to be open to receiving. You have to be open to accepting, right? Even if things don't work out the way you want it, like if it's an opportunity where it's like, oh man, like I'm unsure, right? But you still go with it, and maybe it didn't turn out the way you wanted it. It's still a blessing because you were able to even receive that opportunity, and maybe you learn something that will help you with the potential next opportunity, right? That is similar / adjacent to what it is you're trying to do, right? When I'm saying this, I'm thinking of people who like do businesses, right? People who start one business, right, and that doesn't end up working out, but they have the experience of starting that one business, and so they can transfer it into another business that they want to do, right? And then they have more success with that, or maybe they have even less success, but they keep on going until they find something that sticks with them, right? Something that works for them because they've already been doing the work beforehand, right? Learning from their mistakes, learning from their past actions, right? And accepting the blessings that they were able to receive, right? I think it's so easy to just miss things, man. Things can just fly right past you very easily, but you have to be able to catch it, right? If you tell yourself things are gonna work out, then things will work out, man. It's a exercise that I haven't been doing nearly as much. I'm going to be completely honest, but this is something I was doing consistently every day. I'm going to go ahead and start doing it again. But I would tell myself in the mirror that things are going to work out. Things are going to work out, right? I would tell myself that every day, right? Things are going to work out. And, a lot of things have worked out, right? A lot of things haven't. Some stuff has happened to me, right? If you've been watching me, my foot is still injured. It's getting a lot better though. Like I'm about to start walking like probably in 2 days. It's getting a lot better. There was something stuck in my ear. There's still something stuck in my ear. I have like a blood clot inside my ear, and so it's a little bit harder to hear. But that's okay. I'm not worried about it because I know things are gonna work out. This is just a little hindrance, just a little obstacle, right? I step over obstacles. I push past them. And if you're in this energy too, I know you could push past any obstacle too, no matter what it is, right? It might be a little resistant. It might take a little bit of effort, but you will get past that. Whatever it is that's going on in your life right now, you will get past it. You just have to believe in yourself. Believe in it, and believe in the energy that things will work out. I strongly believe that. That is a part of my core now, part of my core belief that things will work out, and I want that to rub off on everyone that's watching that, because everyone deserves to have things work out, right? No matter what circumstances they're going through. No matter what's going on in their lives, no matter the hardships they face, everyone deserves to have things work out, right? As long as you don't bring harm to other people or other people's things, I truly believe that things should work out for you, okay? As long as you can learn from your mistakes and you just constantly do your best every day, things will work out. But yeah, it's a good day today, man. I got some stuff going on. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out the way, and then I'm gonna continue to rest. My foot's like at 90% now, which is great. I'm very happy, very blessed. And yeah, man. Just wanted to share that out today. If you're seeing this, I love you. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Make sure to take care of yourself. Because the only person who could take care of you is you. And always remember, man, things will work out. You just have to be able to be accepting and receiving of all the blessings that come your way. Have a good one.